What's going on, guys? It's JC Tech and Finance here. What if I told you that Apple released a 24-inch version of the Studio Display in 2021 before the official release of the Studio Display in 2022? And that, in a lot of ways, it was a better version of the Studio Display and at a cheaper price. Yes, they actually did this. And it was in fact the 24-inch iMac. If you're trying to decide whether you should get the iMac, watch the rest of the video right after this. Welcome back. In the fall of 2020, Apple announced several new products that use the revolutionary M1 chip, the Mac Mini being one of them. Apple then followed up with a beautiful display that also served as the redesigned iMac. Let's get to the unboxing. So as usual, Apple always makes the unboxing experience a rather easy one. You just pull the tab, it's really like you're opening a Christmas present. Okay, this is so light. Let me put it to the side. Let's see what else is in this box. You have the usual Apple pamphlets and the sticker. You have the power brick, and in the power brick, you can see there's an Ethernet connector. There's the plug. There's the super light mouse. You have the keyboard and the USB charging cable. Now let's put all of this to the side while we talk a little bit more about the M1 iMac. Okay, so let's remove the cover. Okay, so as you can see, the back of the Mac is a darker color than the lip of the front, and there is a wide bezel surrounding it. This iMac is 11.5 millimeters thin, and it weighs less than 10 pounds. The display is a 24-inch 4.5K Retina display. It has 500 nits of brightness with an anti-reflective coating. It also has True Tone technology. Other features designed for collaboration include the 1080p FaceTime HD camera. It has a large sensor that captures more light, and it has the advanced image signal processor of the M1, which also greatly improves image quality. It has a studio quality 3 mic array that reduces feedback and has technology that reduces background noise. It has a 6-speaker sound system with 2 pairs of force-canceling woofers. Each pair also has a tweeter. This allows the iMac to support spatial audio when playing music or video with Dolby Atmos. Just like all the other first-gen Apple Silicon devices, the iMac contains the M1 chip, but it has slightly better performance than what you would see in the M1 Mac Mini, or the MacBook Air, or even the iPad Pro. In fact, it may well be the best performing M1 device thanks to its design. Now let's talk about what made the M1 iMac a better buy for me than the Studio Display. I liked the size of the M1 iMac compared to the Studio Display since I already had another monitor. The M1 iMac monitor has 2 Thunderbolt ports and 2 regular USB-C ports, versus the Studio Display's 1 Thunderbolt port and 3 USB-C ports. Both systems have relatively similar audio setups. The mid-range iMac can be bought for $14.99 versus the basic version of the Studio Display. Best of all, the M1 iMac is a full computer using the power of M1, while the Studio Display is just a display. Some negatives compared to the Studio Display is that for some people, the size of the 27-inch Studio Display is a plus. The Studio Display has 600 nits of brightness compared to the iMac's 500 nits. The camera on the Studio Display is an ultra-wide camera with center stage. The Studio Display has black bezels compared to the iMac's white bezels. And the Studio Display can be upgraded to have a tilt and height adjustable stand. Of course, that costs more money. All in all, for the average user, the iMac is definitely worth a second look, and for some, it might be a better buy than the Studio Display. If you like this video and want to keep up with the latest reviews, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. And also let me know in the comments what you would buy, the iMac or the Studio Display. This is JC Tech and Finance, signing off.